Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I would make fan art to sell on Redbubble and increase my sales dramatically. I have personally used this strategy, and I just focus on this strategy because there's no point in making anything else in my opinion, if you're not an artist, of course. Fan art has so many advantages because these are already established brands that people are looking for. I'm going to show you how you can create fan art legally so it's approved by Redbubble and by the brand and increase your sales by a lot. Okay, so this is the page on Redbubble, which talks about their fan art program, and here it basically shows you how it works. Redbubble has partnerships with some brands, and they have their own guidelines. For you to be accepted into the program, you have to tag your design with certain tags, and then you will get an email saying if you're approved or not. They're constantly updating their brand partnerships, and we'll take a look at the list soon. But some important things to note are that you have to make sure you're following the brand guidelines. Otherwise, you will not be approved. I have a video where I show you exactly how much I earned from using this strategy alone, linked in the description, if you want to see the results. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is click on this section right here, Brand Partnerships, to view the complete list of active brands currently involved in the program. Here is the list. As you can see, we have some really popular shows and movies, a lot of them from Netflix. You can view their status and whether they're coming soon so you can plan ahead as well. All of these ones are coming soon, so it's a good idea to get them ready so that when the program for these brands launches, you'll be the first one to be accepted or one of the first and get sales from that. I have actually made fan art for a lot of these brands, and I like doing that because the more brands you're involved in, the higher your chances of making a sale. For example, I made fan art for Dune when it came out in 2020. I think, according to this, it seems like a lifetime ago, but I remember making fan art for Dune and getting a bunch of sales from that. So, select one of the brands you want, and then just read all the important information it has on the page. Alright, so here we can see that we need to tag our work with these specific tags, and these are the accepted formats along with the recommended dimensions they have provided. Make sure everything is correct to increase your chances of getting accepted. This is where you can submit the fan art, and there are a bunch of do's and don'ts. It basically tells you what types of designs you should create. For Dune, these are all the do's, and these are all the don'ts. For example, we can't use actor likeness or any real actor's name in the designs. We can't upload designs inspired by previous adaptations of Dune, and we're advised not to submit unoriginal content, etc. I'm going to head back to the list of brands, pick one, and show you exactly how I make fan art, even though I'm not an artist. Let's pick Outer Banks, for example. This show on Netflix recently premiered its 4th season, so I know it's going to be popular, and I think the second part of the season is yet to come. This makes it a perfect brand to create fan art for right now. I'd recommend making fan art for this brand if you're unsure of which one to pick. Here are the guidelines we need to follow. By the way, I'll show you 2 methods of making fan art. One with purely text-based designs and another using images from the show but editing them so we don't get flagged for unoriginal content. I've been accepted into the program with both types of designs, so it's definitely possible. For the text-based design, we can draw inspiration from classic scenes or quotes. I suggest focusing on quotes for this. Creating a movie poster would be more challenging, so let's stick to quotes. There's some additional information provided here at the bottom. The first thing you want to do is go to a search engine like Google, type in the brand name you've selected, followed by quotes. Then, click on any website that comes up. Here on this website, we have a list of 75 quotes. We can create a design for each quote because once we create our basic template, we can simply copy and paste each quote into the template and add it to Redbubble. It's pretty easy to do. Alright, I'm going to pick one. I'll go with this one right here, copy it, and now we're heading over to an image editor like Canva. I like to select a custom size here. I go for the largest size possible, which I think is 5,000 by 5,000 pixels. I'm just going to give it a name like Outer Banks Text Design. Perfect. Now it's time to create the design. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is select the text option right here. add a text box, and delete the default text. Then, paste in your copied quote, remove any numbers if they're there, and format the quote so the person's name is at the bottom. Now we need to make it look appealing to maximize our chances of making a sale. I'm going to go back to Redbubble and look at the existing fan art for reference. So let's type in Outer Banks. As you can see, there's a lot of fan art here. Keep in mind the types of fonts they're using, because this will be really important for making sales. There are plenty of text designs. Some are mixed with images, but many are simple, like these examples here. Now that we have an idea of the type of font we want, let's head back to Canva and see what kind of fonts they offer. I recommend playing around with this, as there's no set formula. Just pick something that resembles the fan art they already have. I googled the type of font they use for the show, and they use this particular typeface. I did a little research and found this website called Fontbolt, which has the Outer Banks font and a generator where you can enter any text you want. Just paste your quote here. Here we can see the font type and text style. We can change it if we want, but I'm just going to leave it as it is and see how it looks. That's pretty cool. If you want to change the size to large, this option is also available. Just to show you an example of a different style font. I'm going to pick this one, and we get a really cool 3D design as well. Okay, I'm going to go back to the original one and just download this image. Save it. Now we're going to do some edits on it, because we can still make it look better. So delete what you had on Canva before, and just upload the image you generated. Now, as you can see, it's pretty long, so I think we need to split it up into multiple lines. That's quite easy to do because we can just crop it so we can put one line on top, another line in the middle, and the final part of the quote at the bottom. I think this looks better than having it all in a single line. So that looks pretty good, but I'm still not completely happy with it. I decided to make it slightly bigger because it needs to stand out. Something like this. I think this looks much better than the previously created design, and I think I'm going to go with it. So just download this file, and we will be removing the background on another website because Canva does not allow us to do that for free. Just head to any online background remover and upload your image, and voila! We have our final design ready to upload. Just click on download, and if you want to increase the image size, there's another website that you can use for this that I use, and it's called Pickwish. It's an online photo enhancer, and you can also use this for free. So I just uploaded the image here, and as you can see, it has increased the quality and the pixel size as well. So let's just download it. Okay, now let's head over to Redbubble to add in our new work. So just upload the design, and it should automatically load and show you all the products that you can add it to. Let's look at the guidelines again. It says to give names like this, so I'm just going to pick this one, copy it, and paste it here. Outer Banks Pogas JJ quote to make it more descriptive. We also need to add the tags, which are these, so just copy them and paste them right here. We can also add other quotes, I guess. I'm just adding the character names that I found online. Okay, it says to write up to 15 tags, so make sure you follow this, and then add a description. For the description, it says to include Outer Banks in it. Outer Banks JJ quote. You can add more if you want, but I like to keep things simple. Okay, so here we have all the pieces, and you can turn off whatever you want. I recommend obviously turning on every single thing because why not? There's more chance of you getting a sale. So if something doesn't fit right, like this phone case that doesn't look right, you can just adjust it using the scaling. It may take you a couple of tries, but it looks much better now. Once you do that, All you need to do is save your work, and Redbubble will send you an email saying that it's under review. Okay, so that was the first method. Now on to the second method of creating fan art, which is probably the one that makes me the most sales. For this method, we're going to create our own unique image based on a scene from the show. I'll show you exactly how to do that right now. Head back to Google and type in Outer Banks iconic scenes, click on images, and then find one where the characters' faces are clearly visible. This may take a bit of time, but make sure to find a really good image. I found this image of two characters that I really liked, so save it, and now we're going to head over to a website called Art Guru. On this website, we can convert an image into one of these portrait styles. Just upload your image and then select a style you want. I'm going to try the Studio Ghibli portrait style and click Generate. This will take a couple of seconds, and as you can see, we get a really nice image. I'll just show you what it looks like. It's quite cool. You can experiment with the other styles if you want. Let's try the cartoon style as well. Again, we get a really nice image that you can use as fan art. It's pretty cool. Just follow the same steps as the previous upload, and you should be accepted as long as it's not an exact copy of the original image. Just a disclaimer, I do not know exactly how Redbubble selects designs for the fan art program, so your image might be rejected if it's too similar to the original image or something. But overall, this method has worked for me, and I've uploaded quite a few of these designs and gotten sales from it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.